Another big performance on Saturday. Another man who won a performance bonus. We'll be talking to one later on, Israel Adesanya. But Jared Cannonier, what a performance out of him, taking this fight on 2 weeks' notice in his third weight class, 185. He looks like a completely different person. And Dana White told a great story afterwards about being somewhat worried after what happened in the Glover Teixeira fight in Brooklyn a couple of years ago that David Branch would be the wrong kind of opponent for him. Well, that wasn't the case. He wins via stoppage. And now all of a sudden we have a new face. We have a new player at 185. His name is the Killer Gorilla. His name is Jared Cannonier. I do believe he is joining us right now via the magic of Skype. Jared, how are you?
I'm doing good, Ariel. Thank you for having me on. And yes, I'm doing really good.
It's a pleasure. Where are we off to?
Oh, I'm going home right now. I'm just leaving the gym.
Okay. The gym? You didn't take the morning off?
No, man. I came out of the fight, relatively unscathed. So we have a team, and they're getting ready for fight. So I can be there to help them get ready.
Okay. Can I ask you a favor? I think the volume is a little too high because we're getting like feedback. Is it possible to lower it, but you'll still be able to hear me?
How's that?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Barely, but I can hear you good enough.
Okay, fair enough. Congratulations on the win. How did you transform your body like that, Jared? I hardly recognized you. I remember you as a heavyweight, then a light heavyweight. You look like a completely different person. What happened? How did you do this?
Well, one, I quit my job. I quit my full-time job. Of course, everybody knows that. And I moved down to the MMA lab to partake in a more consistent program. On top of that, just the dietary adjustments and just a bunch of hard work.
Why did you feel like you were best at 185? Like this was the smart move. That's a 20-pound cut. Why did you do it?
Well, I'm not a natural heavyweight, and I'm not a big light heavyweight either. I'm pretty muscled up, but I'm not, too muscled up. I'm not like bulking or anything like that. So I had to wait to lose, and it was melting off. And it was only a matter of time. Like I said, even in heavyweight, I was already saying, middleweight is probably going to be in my future. And here we are.
When you accepted the fight on 2 weeks' notice, how much did you weigh initially when you took that fight?
When I accepted the fight, I was around 205, 203. After workouts, I'll probably be like 299, 298.
Okay. And
I was already in line for it. I was ready to go.
I heard that you asked for the fight. You wanted this. Is that accurate?
Yeah, when I signed on for my fight in Argentina, I told them if some short notice come up, because I wanted to fight early. I wanted to fight sooner. And I'm glad they listened to me. So they gave me the call when they made the adjustments to the card, and I was ready, and I was more than willing to step up.
Dana White said that, he thought that he pushed you a little too quickly with the Glover fight, and he didn't want to make that same mistake because he said that you were wrestled to death, and he was concerned when this idea was brought up about you fighting Branch on short notice, like, maybe this isn't the right move for your career at this point. Why did you feel like this was a good matchup, or was it just about, was it just about taking a fight on short notice? It didn't matter who, because Branch is notorious for being that kind of guy who can smother you on the ground.
Well, we train pretty hard at the lab, and my coaches have faith. I have faith in my coaches and in the program that they have there, and I've been learning a lot in the last year. I'm not saying I'm a expert wrestler or anything, but I know how to get up off of my back. I know how not to be submitted and held down for extended periods of time. So I was good to go. I was ready for his wrestling. I was ready for him. I'm ready to get taken down, but I'm also ready to get back up.
What was your confidence like going into this fight after how the last two fights went for you? Did you feel like this was a must-win?
Absolutely, man. Being on the two-fight skid is not fun. It wasn't something, the type of glory I wanted to bask in. But, if anything, it made me hungry. It made me more hungrier. And I just want to keep this hunger going and take it all the way to the top.
But did you feel like you had to win this fight to stick around?
Well, no, I had 2 more fights on my contract.
Yeah, but you know how that goes. They could cut you at any time.
Yeah, they could. But I'm an exciting fighter whether I win or lose. So.
What about fighting at MSG? Did that mean anything to you?
Oh, man. It will mean anything to every fighter. It will mean something to every fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting MSG, that's like the pinnacle of sports arenas right there. But when I was there, the energy, throughout fight week was awesome in Manhattan, in New York, and Times Square. But when I was in MSG, the energy was even more profound. I can't even think of the words to put it in. Um, when I was getting ready to walk out, there was some kid standing up there in the stands, like pointing at me. I swear to God, it was like St. Peter at the pearly gates, listening off all my accolades, all the great things I've done. He was like, "You're the best. You're the best. You can do this. You can beat anybody."
Wow.
Just pumping me up, man. And I ain't never felt anything. I ain't never felt a motivation like that, man. It's like he put a spirit in me,
Wow.
and it was like, ooh, I wish I knew who that kid was, man. Right then, he was pumping me up so much. I took off my fight jersey, and I had to give it to him right then and there, man. He earned it just by pumping me up like that.
Oh, I'm happy you said that because I kind of made a joke like Cannonier is so proud of his physique that we don't usually see someone walk out without the jersey on, but you actually gave it to the kid. That's why you walked out shirtless.
Man, yes, that kid was there. Like I said, he was. I said it was like St. Peter, like I ain't never seen a day in my life. It was like St. Peter telling me all the great things I've ever done in my life, listing off all my accolades. He was just pumping me up, man. It was the best thing. It was the best thing. It was the best feeling in the world. Seeing that little boy, he was so into it, so pumped, looking me right in my eyes, pointing at me.
That's incredible.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it right now.
How old do you think he was?
He'd had to have been like, 9, 10 years old.
Damn.
And just thinking about like, man, he would have been great friends with my daughter, man. So
And
it was
you didn't see him on the way out.
No, they made us go out another way.
Okay. Wow. Well, if that kid's watching, well done, my man. Well done.
Yeah. If you are watching, I would like to sign that shirt for you.
Okay.
Give you an autograph or something.
That's incredible. Well done. By the way, I noticed afterwards because I've talked to you about this in the past, like how you've hold the talit, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't do that this time, or did you? And did I miss it?
No, I didn't do it.
How come?
No. Well, I'm not doing Judaism no more.
What happened?
Well, my spiritual system has shifted. Initially it shifted from, Southern Baptist Christianity to Judaism, and now I'm getting more into my roots. More African spiritual systems, and they are definitely more fitting for me.
Okay. Wow. When did this happen?
This happened after I quit my job. So I'm moving around right now.
Okay.
I quit my job and I moved to Phoenix, so I didn't have a lot of distractions with working 10 hours a day and trying to train all night and try to, be the family man for the rest of my time. So I have a lot more time in my hands being here, going to the gym, coming home, resting, and relaxing. I have a friend here who put me on to a few brothers who teach a lot of, I won't say African spirituality, but they teach a lot of stuff that we're not taught, especially in school or just in our daily lives. They don't put this stuff out. So I got into that and just listening to these guys. They're talking about, sacred sciences and geometry and a whole bunch of different types of stuff.
Wow.
But it really I don't even know how to explain it, but there's so much to it. It's really deep. It's really deep, to be honest. But that's essentially where my walk has been the last year and a half.
Okay. I always loved seeing you hold the talit, but if you found your new calling, then much respect. You got to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
And you left your job, of course. We remember you used to work in the aviation business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was working for the FAA.
FAA, that's right. How long were you there for?
I was there for 9 years.
Man, was it hard to leave?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I'm not built for a desk job.
Right. So now you got the life where you're 100% fighting all the time. That's all you have to worry about. Do you feel like you make enough to support your family?
Well, that's the only reason why I quit my job, because I got to a point to where I was making enough to support my job as long as I was active fighting.
Okay. Now, do you want to have a quick turnaround?
I'm ready. Again, I was back in the gym today. I don't have any bumps or bruises. I just have to go get checked out, for some post-fight stuff. But whenever we get that stuff cleared, I'll talk to my manager, talk to the coaches, and we'll get something going. They're fighting here in Phoenix in February, and that'd be nice to get on that card.
Now, what's up with you and Adesanya? He pees in the cage, you pee on top of his pee. What's going on over there?
Well, I mean, we all know how dogs do, right?
Yeah.
If a dog smells another dog's piss right here, and the dog's going to piss on it. And then the dog ain't disrespecting the other dog. He's just marking his territory. Like, I'm here now.
Right.
So, again, that was nothing against Israel. I have all the respect in the world for him. I was watching him when he walked into the cage, and I would think to myself, yep, that's his cage at this point. But when I go into there, that's my octagon. And when as I was walking in, it just clicked in my head that yeah, he did piss right there in the corner, and I caught a whiff of it and I smelled it, and like nope, this is my octagon now. So I marked my territory.
Would you like to fight him?
Would I like to fight? It would be no. I think that would be a very fun fight. Whatever. Again, matchmaking is for the matchmakers. I don't get paid to make matches, so I get paid to fight. So I'm gonna go back into training and prepare for the best, whoever. Prepare for myself. If, like I've said before, I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday.
Do you wish that you would have gone down to 185 sooner? Do you feel like you'd be a lot further along in your career had you done this move sooner?
No, everything happens for a reason. And I wasn't in no rush to get, skinny and diet and be super disciplined. So, it all happens. It all happened in perfect time. So this is the perfect time. Everybody's happy to see it. So, no, I'm not. I didn't. No, no regrets.
And credit your wife, right? She's the one who did all the cooking to get you down to 185.
Absolutely, man. Credit to her. She, again, like I said, she cooks it and I eat it. So she was being more disciplined for me than I had to be for myself.
So it was a team effort. Congratulations to you and your family. What a performance. What a win. Looking forward to what you're going to do now at 185. Clearly, Dana White is on notice as well. He said that he went up to you, right, after the fight?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
That must feel amazing.
That was pretty awesome. It is. He did it after my Kutalaba fight. Like you said, he was really excited after that, and even more so now that he sees I'm learning the wrestling part. I don't like to leave holes in my game, Only reason why I'm not good at wrestling because I didn't grow up wrestling. So
right.
Everybody can have that advantage, but it ain't going to suit them. It ain't going to do them too much good because I'm getting better.
Congrats, Jared. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy the victory.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, there he is, Jared Cannonier joining us. What a great win. What a great performance from the Killer Gorilla in his middleweight debut. Wins at heavyweight. Wins at middleweight, of course, the win just now, and then wins at light heavyweight. So I probably did that the wrong way. Should have gone heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight. But you get the point. And especially doing it in New York against a fellow New Yorker and David Branch, who's a tough out, a really, really tough out. Wow, what a win for Jared Cannonier. Well done. And on 2 weeks' notice to boot. Let's just stop at 185. You see those before and after pictures? There's before and after pictures of Cannonier. At heavyweight, I think, is the first one. Maybe even light heavyweight. But then the middleweight, he looks like a dramatically different person. It's unbelievable.